Right. Hello, everyone. Um, Very unexpected live. Well, here we are. Ooh. Just waiting for some people to come in at the moment. Um, yeah, so this was completely unplanned, slash planned. Yeah, as you can see, my hair's a bit of a mess. I'm a bit rough around the edges at the minute. But yeah, as you can see in the background as well, I have blanket over the back of the tank to cover the gaps. The water level's kind of high. I'm running the new filter that's ready for the new tank. Just getting that cycled ready for the new tank, basically. I've used all the media from my old filters, put them inside it, but obviously I want to make sure that the whole thing is covered in beneficial bacteria and running functionally. It's nice and quiet, which is good. Um, but there is still a lot of gunk in the tank, but it is doing a good job. So we're just waiting for some people to come in at the moment. But as you can see in the title of the live as well, we are hoping to reach 500 subscribers very soon, which is really exciting because the goal for me is 1,000 by the end of the year, and we're already not even 3 months into 2024, and we are we're almost halfway there, which is absolutely mental. So we're just waiting for some people to come in, waiting to get a bit of interaction, waiting to see some faces, some people in the chat, some friendly people that subscribe to the channel, some new faces. If you stumble across now, let me know. Am I ready? Well, I never thought that I'd I never thought the day would come that I'd have Patrick Bateman in my live. Am I? Um, I don't know. Am I ready? Very confused. Patrick Bateman is in the chat. Am I Sigma? Well, we've gotten onto one of these. Right. Anyways, we've got 3 people in the chat at the moment. We're just waiting to see some interaction. I've just asked someone's just come in and asked me if I'm Sigma. Which is kind of funny, because I am into my memes and stuff like that. But we're a fish channel. We make fish videos, fish related content, fish related lives, shorts, etc. You can see a fish tank in the background there. So fortunately our friend was kicked out there by me because again we're just doing fish keeping related stuff. None of the random stuff that comes in. See that we still got 2 views at the moment. So if you leave something in the chat, let me know who you are, where you are, what you're up to, if you've got any questions. And we also do have a guest in today's live. He's currently just busy at the moment, but he'll be joining us shortly. I'll let you guess who it is. Do you think a pistol and ram can be good tank mates? You know what? I wasn't expecting such a good question at the beginning, this early in the live. That is a very good question, actually. Um, my answer to you is what is the tank size? I think anything under 30 gallons is probably a no, just for the fact that they both inhabit the same territory and like level of the tank. So they're both like on the bottom, aren't they? So if they like caves, if they like that kind of areas, which they're both kind of similar in the behavior of the fish, I think they can be good tank mates. It's just you've got to make sure you've got a big enough tank and enough breakage of line of sight. So you want plants, you want wood, you want rocks to be breaking the line of sight. So I've seen a setup actually where people were breeding. Um, you sound like Patty Pimlet. Best UK accent. Paddy Pimlet, yeah, I am a Scouser. 29 gallon. Um, I mean, it is 1 gallon less than I said. I appreciate you saying it's the best UK accent. I mean, you can see a Liverpool thing in the background, but we're doing fish related stuff. But I appreciate the kind comment, ATF. Dabble, the person asking about the epistos and that. Yeah, basically, it depends. Is it a longer tank or is it a cube? Just like a question, is it one that goes further out, like in length, or is it more just a cube that holds a lot of water? That is the question. If it's a 29 long, 480. Hey, there you go. Nice to see a old friend. Yeah, the golfing show who used to be called LH Aquatics. We've had some people actually come in and ask about you. Not in this live, but the last one. I had to tell them that you'd moved on to another realm of YouTube, but I did send them your way if they enjoy golf, which they were saying they like golf, so I'm not sure if they sub. Standard 29, unfortunately. Okay, so if it's something similar to the flex there, where it's like more of a cube, I'd probably say it's difficult to have the right setup. But if you were to have like a longer tank, not like a 29 long where it's really long, but one that's just wider than this, so it goes across and you can split something in the middle, then as I was just describing to you, there was a setup where they had two pairs of epistogramma breeding in the same tank. So I'd probably say you could get away with a pair of rams on one side and a pair of pistos on the other side. But as long as they're the only fish or maybe something on the top, you want to put like maybe a big like rock in between so they can establish territory on either side of the tank. If it's just a small cube setup, well, not small, obviously it's 29, then I feel like they'll probably, clash too much. It depends as well. The summer pistos, the temperature can be a lot lower than rams. So rams, they prefer the temperature to be minimum at 82 degrees. What does standard mean? Rectangular, square. So basically, ATF. We're just talking about like fish tanks, and the guy above here asked a question about what fish were suitable to go with other fish. So he was saying like a ram cichlid or a epistogram cichlid. I might be speaking Japanese to you because you don't know anything to do with fish. But if you do or don't, but yeah, that's my opinion on it, mate. I feel like if you're able to put a big rock or like piece of wood for them to establish territory on both sides, it might be okay. But again, that is a risky thing. You can try it, but it's up to you. If it's a general community tank where you're just keeping one of each, one epistogramma, one ram, then you should be okay. But if it's anything more than that, I feel like you might be risking it, and you might want to move up another 10 gallons potentially if you want to have two breeding sets of cichlids. And again, they might eat each other's fry. There might be some sparring or fighting for territory. So that is, in my opinion, it's all down to personal preference. But I'd say like that's my opinion. I've worked in an aquarium shop before. What is the easiest fish to keep other than goldfish? That's a great question. So goldfish, funny enough, it's the biggest misconception in the world. They're actually really difficult. Well, they're not difficult. It's just you need something bigger than a bowl. I know that everyone tells you need a bowl or small tank. Goldfish are related to carp, so they can get huge. So I'd probably say um tropical fish sound difficult, but they're not. If you just set up a tank and put a heater on it and you get a beta fish, you can just feed them a couple of pellets a day as long as it's 5 gallons or over. So gallons, I think five. Trying to think what five is, and 15 is 60. So I think it's a 30-litre tank you need, just over, for one beta fish. You know, the Siamese fighting fish? Just keep one of them. Um, by themselves, though, not with other fish. Well, I want to have other peaceful cichlid with the Episto. What would I recommend? Um, See, the thing is, an Epistogramma, in my opinions, if you were to have a pair of them, then if you've got the one, I've got one in a 15-gallon, but I'm upgrading to a 23-gallon. So I'm going to have a pair with the community fish in the tank. But I'd probably say it's always a risky move to have other cichlids with a pistogramma. I mean, you could keep Bolivian rams, but again, is it just the one epistogramma, or is it a pair that you're keeping? If you want another cichlid with it, then you might be okay to maybe have a honey gourami, which isn't it a sick. I don't. It's its own thing, but no. A gourami is like a top dwelling kind of cichlid. Um, so there's many other what I'd recommend really, because like I've kept quite a variety of different cichlids, but I haven't kept them in as actually no, I have. I've kept a Cacatoides with a gold ram, and I was very inexperienced at the time. That was in this Fluval Flex, which is a 15-gallon. So if you're gonna keep another cichlid, then potentially you could go with a ram. It's just make sure there's enough breakage in line of sight, and make sure there's enough caves, so one of they can have their own space. So one will live in one cave, the other will live in another cave. They might fight from time to time, but they should stay away. With a 29-gallon, I don't see why you would have any issues. As long as it's not pairs, then I think you're okay. Just make sure that the epistogramma can stay at that temperature, and make sure that it's got a breakage line of sight. I had a Gourami with a full-grown Oscar for 5 years. Outlived the Oscar, sadly. Oh, ATF. With a fish that you had, Um, was it a big, was it the big gourami, the monster fish? Sorry, I've just received the email. I was just checking it. Sorry for that. No, like 4 inches. Oh, so wow. If I'm guessing, then was it looks like I keep frowning. Am I just getting old? I am 24. Look at the creases in my forehead. Um. Okay, so you had a So you had a pale gourami, I'm guessing, with an Oscar. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Well, I might have seen something, but I wouldn't recommend putting them fish together, just for the fact that they might attack each other. Mainly the Oscars. Oscars are kind of aggressive with other smaller fish, even. But it's cool to hear that the gourami survived that. Um, I keep having weird people join in. So I had a guy earlier join asking if I'm Sigma. I've just had another guy ask me if I can make a meal or make food. Have I got onto the wrong side of YouTube? I'm just talking about fish. Like, I've got a fish on my hoodie. It isn't my own brand. It's a MD Fish Tanks. He's a cool fish YouTuber. I have a fish tank in the background. I have a bowl over there. I have a fish tank in my girlfriend's as well. This tank's getting replaced very soon. That's another thing that I was going to talk about. So I'm getting the Scaper 90, Superfish Scaper 90. It's going to filled this whole cabinet. I've just got a message off my friend AV. He'll be hopping in on the live in 15 minutes. His girlfriend slash person carrying his child has sidetracked him to go and pick up some things. That's completely fine. Cook a fish. What fish do you recommend with a ram? It can be school fish, by the way. To keep with a ram, if I'm right in saying rummy nose tetra, I think that's a recommendation. The reason I say rummy nose tetra is that I know that they don't mind warmer water because I've seen them go in with discus before, and also seen them in a ram setup. So potentially rummy nose tetra. I know that's more of a common fish, and you were probably expecting something else. But from the top of my head, I'd probably say rummy nose tetra. If that sounds like a good suggestion to you. Um, Other fish that can stay in warmer water. I'm just thinking. There is some types of apistos that can as well. Um, Plecos can as well. I'd recommend plecos, maybe. Bristlenose pleco, clown pleco, anything that stays around 5 inches or so, I'd recommend. Yeah, cook a fish. I'll just fry up one of my tetras on a pan. Yeah, so this is a very random live, a little chaotic. I'm not sure, by the way, DBLE. I'm not sure if you've. I think I've seen you before. So I think you subscribe to me. Any chance? I have Colombian spotted pleco. It's my favorite fish. I'll have to look that up after this live and see what it looks like. But I'm sure it's beautiful. I have two plecos in my tank. I have a clown pleco that I will never see until I take it out of this tank and put it in the new tank. And I have a mini snowball pleco that is, I think, only around 2.8 inches. Um, yeah, I've seen you before. I think you might have been on a previous live or you've commented on a couple of my videos. So thanks for tuning into the live anyway. Right back, fan. So we've got a wrestling fan. Nice to see you. Appreciate you joining in. We're just talking about fish keeping stuff, aquarium fish. If you are interested in that stuff, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of next week, I'd probably say. We're hoping for 1,000 by the end of the year. I do watch wrestling through YouTube. I don't watch it live. I watch the highlights and stuff like that. But I was a lot bigger of a wrestling fan when I was a kid. So nice to see a wrestling fan in the chat as well. Nice to see you as well, DBLE, joining in, being a subscriber as well, and the cool questions as well of ATF and statements. So what fish has everyone kept, or what are you keeping at the moment, or what fish would you like to keep? Yep, came to support a fellow aquas. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Who you got for WrestleMania? Um, Out of who, by the way, Ryback? Cody or Roman? Um, so I think I think what's gonna happen is I think what's going to happen with Cody is that on night one, that tag team match, there's two things that are going to happen here. So Cody will lose the tag team match, and there may be a potential that Seth turns on him, or um, so then he'll lose the tag team match. He'll be against The Rock and Roman and everyone, and he'll win that. So it's against all the odds, and then he'll make him look huge. Or he'll win the tag match and lose against Roman. I think they're the two options that might happen. But yeah. Anyways, I see you have turtles. I think you deleted the message. But yeah. back to fish keeping questions. Has anyone got? We've got 4 people in here, so if everyone in here who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers very soon, hopefully. 1,000 by the end of the year. I make fish keeping videos, fish keeping shorts, and lives as well. Oh, super red placa with. That's cool to hear that you got turtles. Are they musk turtles or bigger? Super red placa. Are you on about the bristlenose super red? Because I think that you've also got another name for calico bristlenose. But super reds are really cool. They're beautiful pleco. I think they're a type of bristlenose pleco. Um, but yeah, just to give everyone a heads up as well, if you are staying for most of the live or if you've got some spare time, we will have a guest join us very soon. His name's AV Scapes. He's a guy that I've made the video. So if you check my channel, if you're already subscribed, I made a fishbowl video with him. And I basically collabed with him, and we've been friends ever since. And he's gave me shout outs. I've gave him shout outs. I'll show you the tank real quick since it's just been me talking. So I'll give you a update. Tank looks dirty as hell. Well, not dirty. It looks kind of clean from a glance, but then when you get closer, you see all this dirt and gunk. I've added a new filter, so it's a hang on the back. So the reason I've got this on is that I have a lid on the tank, and and like the new tank I'm gonna get, the water level's gonna be low, but it's quite high on this. And I've got a filter, a hang on the back there, and basically there's like a big gap in between, and I have bamboo shrimp, and they like to climb up the pipes. So I want to make sure that this cat it does give me a false sense of security, but also when fish see something above, um, they tend to like to not want to jump out, or they don't get as high up to the surface. But yeah, so we've got all this gunk on the plants at the minute. This algae that I'm fighting. I'm gonna bleach dip these plants, and hopefully, it'll kill the algae off when I'm putting it into the new tank. I'm probably not going to use all these plants just for the fact that they're covered in algae. I've got a pre-filter sponge on the new filter as well. So I did have another filter set up on here as a temporary holding one, because I had a canister filter on. Moved that round to the new setup and my girlfriend's to cycle the tank. So I put a pre-filter sponge. I've got this running as well. I put all the media from that cheap filter into this one, so it cycles again, and the bacteria is there. So the pre-filter sponge, as you can see, probably needs a good clean. I'm going to clean that tomorrow. It's gathering all this gunk. You can probably see it floating around and attached to the plants and that. A lot of it isn't actually algae. It's just debris. So once that gets sucked up, should be all good. You can see I've also got a DIY CO2 kit on this as well. In all honesty, I have been looking after this tank. I appreciate that, by the way. Um, it it doesn't look as good as it did. A lot of the plants have died. It's kind of rotten way, in my opinion, with all this dirt. That's why I'm getting a new tank, and also it'll be easier to film because if you see these, when I bought this tank second hand, there's some deep scratches on it already. So when I'm trying to film the fish, there's these deep scratches that I just, you can see all these marks and scratches, and it ruins the filming. So that's why I'm also getting a new tank. I've had this tank as well for around 4, 5 years now. That's my male pistogramma Hongsley. He's so pretty. Whiptail catfish, raccoon tetra, and my mini snowball pleco's hard in there as well. Yeah, got some Corys as well. Really love this setup. Well, did. It's kind of went sour. It's fallen apart in my opinion now. So I'm gonna get new plants. I've already got half the stuff. So I've got the sand. I'm buying the wood very soon. I've got tropical aqua soil as well. We'll stay away from this. I know people still compliment this and like this, but in my opinion, it's kind of ran its course and it's starting to look a little ugly. Oh, advice for beginners then. Right, Anubius, it looks covered in algae, but that's because the tanks kind of fell apart. Anubias, Valsinaria, so these big long ones in the back, they don't look good in this tank, but they look good on the setup that I've done on the Cichlid community tank, if you check that video. Amazon Sword, Valsinaria, Anubias, Red Tiger Lotus as well. Very easy. You just plant it in and it can grow up to the surface. If you keep trimming it, it just looks like a tall bush. So that's cool as well. Crypticorn as well is really easy. But yeah, I'll also show you the bowl. So yeah, we have Monte Carlo, which isn't a beginner plant, but it seems to be doing well. I'm not doing anything to this. And we have Limnifolia, Sessiflora. That's a really easy beginner plant as well. I'll probably prop these up and yeah, one moment. I've just spotted a. Is that a death? Oh no. Welcome to the fish keeping hobby, where you find dead shrimp. I think that is a dead shrimp, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's sad. I was just about to show you the shrimp bowl. It needs a little bit of a clean, but yeah, we have unfortunately lost the shrimp. It seems that the common theme of shrimp that I've been losing at the minute has been blue shrimp. I just buried it in the substrate. Basically, it's going to be fertilizer. A guy that I watch called Father Fish, he recommended that if you lose any fish or shrimp or whatever, you bury them into the substrate, and then the plants will eat them up. So it's good fertilizer. So that's what I've just done there. Yeah, so I've had these shrimp for the blue ones. I've had them for like 2 years, so it seems like it's only the blue ones that I've died. I've got 2 red and black ones in here. Oh, AV's finally in here. Let me add them in. So yeah, unfortunately, we've lost the shrimp there. Aaron, you alright?
Hello.
I was
I'm
just
back.
yeah, you've just missed a bit of drama. I've just buried the shrimp in the substrate. Just lost one.
Oh,
So
again?
yeah, but the thing is that it's none of the new ones or not. So the red ones are perfectly fine. The black ones I've added in are perfectly fine. It's
Yeah.
just the blues, and all I can think that it is that it's just the dying of old age.
It could be. Yeah, like
It's
there
only
could be. Yeah,
it's only
maybe.
the blues I've lost.
Yeah, maybe kind of. It could be old age, or it could be one of them where they were in that swamp for that long. They're like, this is too clean.
Yeah, I think it might be. Although this
Yeah.
looks a little dusty on the front. It's snail poop.
Oh, you don't even want to see my nanocube right now.
Is that a scratch? No, it's just a mark. Yeah, these little feckers. Look at that. I've been taking them out. Look at this.
Yeah, I took one out of here yesterday. I don't know where it is.
Sorry to ignore your question, by the way, DBLE. A good place to buy plants. eBay. I'd recommend eBay. I know a lot of people say don't because you get people who sell them and then the snails, but honestly, just give it a try. It's quite cheap, and it's either I think the shrimp. What are they called? Are they called super shrimp or something like that? Something shrimp is like a UK website that sell plants as well, but I'd probably say proshrimp.uk, something like that. I think that's the website, but I'd probably say eBay.
That
Anyways,
sounds right.
yeah, so I was just saying to everyone, this is the state. Now, people have been complimenting this in this live and they still compliment it, but in my opinion, it just looks ugly now.
Does my tank look really dark to you?
Kinda. It looks fine.
Yeah. I'm just
Looks
looking
fine.
at it and it just looks really dark.
Oh, I think it's because you were blocking it. It looks fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think the camera's like focusing on me and then
yeah.
yeah.
So it's just showing that that pre-filter's doing a good job. Obviously, there's still that gunk. I'm gonna blast a lot of these plants and hope that most of it comes off, and then I'll be able to reuse them. But yeah, that super mini red didn't last. If you can see, look at it. It's like
Yeah.
fighting for its life there.
Do you know what, right? There's something I used to use and I came across it the other day on like a Facebook fish forum. And I was like, I need to save that because I keep forgetting what it is. And
Yeah,
I didn't save it and I forgot. XL. I think it might be Seacom XL.
yeah,
And literally I used to use it, you know, like in a little pipette
yeah.
and put it right onto the plants. And like any algae on it will just die within like a day or two.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is XL. I'll have to Google it and double check, but I think it could be. I haven't used it in a while, but it was recommended when I had BBA. I think. Have you frozen?
I'm still here. I was just checking eBay.
Yeah.
One sec. Yeah, I used to use that when I first started the hobby, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing as a way to grow plants. And funny enough, I think it actually did okay.
What XL? Maybe it's the
It,
wrong thing then.
no. I remember exactly. I think it was just because it was keeping the algae off that it was growing.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Because like literally, I used to like I'd switch my filter off,
yeah.
like get it on a little pipette, and just make sure like you can see it's that thick. You can see it, you know, like when it falls through the water, and just make sure it gets all the plants. And then like, do you like when blackbeard algae turns red when it dies?
Yeah.
Like 24 hours later, that's what it do. And then I could almost like vacuum it off the plants.
Oh wow.
I literally came across it again like 2 days ago. I was like, I need to remember what that was. So yeah,
Oh, thanks a lot, by the way, Kings Aquariums and that world. I gave you a share before I'd started the live, just to let you know. I appreciate the support as well. You've been commenting on like a lot of my stuff recently, so I really appreciate you keeping the interaction up and stuff like that as well. I've had like one or two people subscribe to me today from your shout out and your channel, so really appreciate that. And them people who come in my channel from yours, watched that live, and then went on to AV. So again, I appreciate that for him. So it's a weird little chain effect that
yeah.
happens in this fish keeping community where one person will say your name and then it'll just domino effect. And yeah, I find that really cool.
You
We
know what? On the back of that, what I kind of like is like there's a bunch of us who are relatively new creators within that kind of like less than 1,000 subscribers and everyone I've come across is like vouching for each other. It's not
yeah.
like we're not trying to fight for, oh no, we're going to be the superior one. Like everyone is vouching for each other and supporting each other. So like, it's definitely a nice little community. It's definitely not like some of them Facebook forums, but
Yeah, I said to AV, he bought a Pleco, and and they sold him it as a clown Pleco. I looked at that thing once and went, "That is not a clown Pleco."
it was the
That thing,
common plecker, wasn't it?
it wasn't a common Pleco.
Yeah, and it was
So
like,
I took this picture of the Pleco to an aquatic shop that he used to visit when he lived in the UK. I went, "What is this pleco?" And the guy's a pleco expert, and he went, "What is that?" He's like, "What is that?" He didn't know what it was, so it was hilarious. So I went, right. I said, "I'll be in tomorrow. I'm gonna set fire to the world. Let me drop this in a pleco group chat." And there was just war going on in the comments. An idea I've been thinking about is a tank of only school and fish. Um, yeah, it's a
Yep.
good idea. My advice to you, DBLE, is if you were to set that up, I wouldn't have it as something that is like AVs in the background or like mine. I'd have it as these like in brackets professional aquascape setups. Where it's just a carpeting plan to like maybe a big rock or piece of wood. And what I'd recommend to you is setting up a tank like that where there isn't loads of hiding space. It's just this really beautiful, simple setup, but with school and fish. I'd
A bit like
probably
my last game.
yeah, exactly. And I'd recommend like I recommended to you earlier, a fish to go with rams would be the rummy nose tetra.
Don't talk to me about rams right now.
Yeah, because I know that you've got the fever for black rams.
But yeah, rams. Do you
I
know,
think
like,
I think you
hold
should
on.
make a video on them as well.
Basically, so it's down here now. So I've got a 10-gallon tank. Okay. I've pretty much picked out the wood. I've picked out my plants. I'm going to pick them up. Um, not that that's planned yet, but I will be going to Calgary. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be going to Calgary to pick them up. And I've picked the fish. And now I'm like, well, this scape could also work with a breeding pair of rams.
I think so. What were the fish that you picked?
And chilies. Finally do it. That's the thing. How many tanks have I set up to do chilies and not done them?
Here's the thing, though, man. I'll be honest with you. I love chili rasboras. I love nano fish, tiny fish. But in my opinion, just get the rams.
Okay, so
If I'm you and I've got a 10-gallon there and I can put one fish or the other, I'd go get the rams. Then again, if you got chilies, you could add other things in there. But
yeah, so I'm
I just
thinking of it is only a 10 gallon, so I've got to be careful on overstocking. But I'm gonna what I'm thinking is a school of chilies,
yeah,
like the tiny. So I can probably throw like 20 chilies in there at least, if not more, maybe. And okay, kind of like a side note on that, as like a beginner or someone who's just setting up the first tank, let's not do that.
yeah,
And that's not detrimental. But I'm thinking chilies further down the line, throwing a breeding pair of pistos in because they shouldn't eat the chilies, but the rams will.
I think the Epistos might eat the chilies.
Yeah,
I had
it.
I had ruby tetras and they were bigger than chilies with cribs, and the cribs ate them.
Yeah.
He didn't eat all of them, but they ate a couple of them.
Mm,
And
yeah.
they have an even smaller mouth than pistos because the pistos' mouths can stretch out. When you see them young,
Yeah.
the mouths can
Yeah.
go out.
The um the
I
chili
appreciate
the
that, Kings Aquariums, by the way. Really, really do appreciate your ongoing support. You've been nothing but really kind these past few days slash week. And sorry,
also to DBL Ethan. Obviously, I'm guessing that's about the tank you were talking about, like the Oscars tank. No, like I can presume that's what you're saying because Oscars, like they're just like sand and a bit of rock, aren't they?
so a pistos with chilies. No, in my opinion, from what I've seen, no, no. I'll say no now because I'll say this now. when working in an aquarium shop, an apistogramma died because it tried to eat a corridora. It got it stuck in its mouth. So I would probably say it's the same rule with most fish. Anything that's smaller than it is usually food,
Yeah, yeah. It's
unless it's guppy fry, and then for some reason the most bulletproof thing that'll live. Um,
don't talk to me about guppy fry either.
but yeah, what he was saying about do you mean the pros do with the Oscar tanks? No, Oscars and take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Got my kids to bed. Fingers crossed you reach family. I really appreciate that, by the way. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at, by the way. Have you got your laptop to the side there?
I haven't. Literally, I literally just ran into the house and
And just
just
press.
grabbed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
was like, bang.
I was gonna. If anyone who's in the chat now were able to tell me how many subs I'm on now, I don't know if I've gone up by a lot in the
What
past.
were you on when you started? Oh,
480,
481. Awesome.
so I've went up one.
It's
It's
yeah,
it's one more than I had. We've got 6 people in anyway, so maybe
yeah.
if all 6 people who aren't subscribed do subscribe, then we're getting closer. Yeah, I
I'd
appreciate that.
say let me just because obviously Ethan's kind of trying to get an idea. Like this tank here is kind of without so many twigs because obviously this is supposed to be a blackwater tank, but like there you kind of hardscape and then leave that side open for your schooling and maybe go like a 20-gallon tank rather than a 10. But
I think
what
he
do you, what
can with 10. It's just the question of, so when I was speaking to when I used to go to something fishy, I haven't been in a while. Their advice to me is that these bigger tetras, like diamond tetras, people say you need huge tanks, but with these rounder body tetras, they don't actually swim as much as the likes of a neon, something that's slimmer. They just kind of sit in the area, and they will swim around together, but they kind of chill in this mini pockets of territory. But if you're wanting good schooling behaviour, then I get a longer tank. I get a 10-gallon long personally.
yeah.
Um, I meant like one piece of driftwood and the rest of the tank only schooling fish. Yeah, you can do that as long as it's up to you if you wanting like a really nice setup. Like do your research and stuff like that.
I'd say also like schooling fish, like something which I've learned throughout the hobby
One
is
sec.
yes, you could get like a full tank of schooling fish, but the behavior isn't necessarily right until not a predatory fish which is going to eat them, but something a little bit bigger kind of to keep them in the place, and then they'll school together.
Okay, sorry, I was just getting shouted in the background there. It's always the case. To be honest, I didn't give them any pre-warming. Yeah, also I'm kind of sad now that my shrimp keep dying. I need to maybe, I don't know. I feel like something's wrong. Saying that though, all the others are perfectly fine, and if any shrimp
Mm.
were to die first, it'd be the new ones. But it seems to be all the ones that I've had for a good while, meaning that it's just probably age. But I'm gonna top my water up after this live, and I'm gonna get it tested on Monday and see whether it's the parameters or if it's the parameters, then that'll be the issue. But if not, then it's probably just old age.
Mm. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but like,
What
because usually
tetra?
with, huh?
Did you answer that question? What tetra?
No. I kind of spoke about like obviously schooling fish and then putting like a semi predatory fish in with it to help them school. Not something that's going to eat them, but
Yeah, so something that's bigger.
yeah,
something that is a lot more boisterous. So if you were to get a honey gourami,
Yeah.
if you set up a 10 gallon with a honey gourami and maybe 6 tetras, ones that like schooling, so tight schooling behavior. I'm trying to think in my mind. I know rummy nose are amazing,
My
but
rummy noses are great. Like they literally just they're thin to
it,
thin.
if you do a 10 gallon long with a honey gourami, and I know you said school and fish only, I'd say six rummy nose, one honey gourami. Oh, still in you. Nice to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you in one of the lives. Nice to see a familiar face in the chat. I appreciate you coming in. If you haven't already, subscribe to AVscapes. He's trying to stay above 100 subscribers at the minute.
Honest to God, right? I was there. I was sat on the couch, like, yes, I've hit 100, and then I dropped down to 99. Got into bed and hit 98, and I was like, seriously? And then I woke up the next day on 102, dropped back down to 100, but I'm up to 105 now. So
Okay, yeah, so
hopefully,
I think you're staying there now.
yeah, I'm hoping so.
Whilst everyone's in here, I'd like to say to everyone that I appreciate how much growth I've had in the past week. Last week I was on, oh, you're getting a 20 gallon. I'm so confused because you're asking about 10 gallons, but then you said you're getting
I
a 20.
think I think I mentioned the 10 gallon because I showed my 10 gallon tank.
Oh, 20. Then I get 12 rummy nose and a pair of breeding.
Grammy.
No, I'd even get rams. I'd get a pair of breeding rams with a school, not 12. 10 rummy nose with a breeding pair of rams. I think that would be a good idea personally.
And if you're gonna do it in stages, throw the rummy nose in first,
Yes.
and then the rams afterwards.
Yeah, just because cichlids and fish like that can be a little funny with being
Yeah, well,
territorial.
they'll pick the territory, won't they? So they'll
Yeah.
pick the territory, and the next minute you're throwing these rummy nose in, it's like, whoa, get it? Like, this
It's
is
funny because I'm saying this and I'll add something new into my tank. My pistos, he's like a puppy. He doesn't go near anyone or bother anyone. So he'll go up and have a little look at them go, and then just go away. Oh, Sarah's in.
like, just there. Like,
Hi,
she doesn't deserve a
Sarah.
shout out. She's got her headphones on. Are you watching it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's out there watching it.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the delay through the live to kick in, so she responds back. Oh, there you go.
Still like, yeah, she's saying there's a fair bit of delay.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I thank you so much, guys, for real. No problem, DBLE. If you've got any suggestions for videos you'd like to see on my channel at AVs, like questions about fish keep and stuff like that, if you go on my community tab and leave a comment on one of my posts, let me know what kind of videos you like to watch. Because I'm needing some ideas whilst I'm preparing to set up the new tank. Because I do one video a week, obviously need to fill the gaps before I set up.
And you can't just keep escaping tanks like I seem to have been doing.
No, this is the thing. I feel like I might disappoint. I'll get to 1,000. Everyone will be like, "So when's the next tank?" I'll be like,
uh,
"Well, that's when the donation button comes up." I'm like, "Right, hi guys. In today's video, you're all gonna be donating money to me so I can move out and set up a load of tanks."
setting up a little charity case.
That's something we can do.
You know
Yeah, you
what?
can set it.
But want to do that?
I'm gonna set up a Patreon. I'm gonna die next week. Can you please donate
I'm gonna,
money?
I'm
I'll
gonna
die
set up an
next week if
OnlyFish.
I'm gonna die next week if you don't donate money so I can set up fish tanks. Please, 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 guys, please, please.
Let's
I'm kidding.
yeah.
I'm
Rewind.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's going wrong again.
I don't know if we've reached our Arabian princesses yet. Welcome to the chat, Bay. Oh, Joseph, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, although you do comment on a lot of my shorts and videos, so I appreciate you jumping in. If you're able to share this live, try and get me to 500 by the end of next week. I'd really appreciate that. For Head Bay, I appreciate you leaving a little hi in the chat as well. If you're able to go and subscribe to myself to get me to 500 by the end of the week, and AVscapes if you haven't already. He actually has the pleasure of setting up tanks consistently. Whereas myself, I am a charity case hoping to move out and set up tanks. But I am setting up a new tank here. And then after that, I don't know. I might have to start crawling on my hands and knees and begging my girlfriend to set up another tank.
So
Which-
okay, like yes, I've been able to set up a lot of tanks, but in all honesty, I think my next escape, like next new tank, is gonna be my last tank here.
And then we're both ruined. We're
And
ruined
then
because we can't come
it's
up with
gonna be a
ideas.
case of stripping down tanks every week and just doing a reset.
Where are you from? I'm from Liverpool. He's from Canada. By the way, for my German Blue Ram or Bolivian Ram, it depends. I think if you're keeping rummy nose with the Rams, get the German Blues because the rummy nose need warmer water. If you're just keeping general community fish, Bolivian Rams are okay. They prefer cooler temperature, anything under 80 Fahrenheit.
What he said.
This is what I mean. Like, my brain's such an archive, so when people start asking me things, I don't realize I have this information there, and then it just outpours.
Yeah, like I think you definitely know a lot more about like the little nitty gritty things of fish. Like I
Am
would
I the
just say,
fish?
yeah,
Am I the fish shop Matt in this dynamic then?
you're Jesus,
I'm Thesis.
fish Jesus.
To be fair, I used to get called Scouse Jesus, although I've never had any resemblance to him. It's just that I helped a lot of people with their personal issues.
Jesus.
Now I'm helping people with fish issues.
But yeah, you're the fish shop Matt, and I'm the guy who can throw tanks together and doesn't have a clue.
Basically the same as this man. Oh, you're from India. Nice to see someone from the other part of the world. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to my channel on AV. We make fish tank related content. DBLE, Rams. No, they might chase them, but the Rams occupy the bottom of the tank. The Tetras occupy the higher up part of the tank. They'll give them a little chase, but they won't kill them.
And that's also why you want to put the Tetras in first, so the Rams don't have a chance to get their territory. So get the Tetras in, give them like a week or two, if not longer, and then allow the Rams to come in, and they have to find kind of their own territory from there, which will help that situation.
Also, an update, by the way. I was gonna get a plant, a live plant like yourself in the background. Although I was carrying that giant bag of sand, so I absolutely effed myself over. So instead, I got myself.
A succulent.
Yeah,
A nice little succulent. How cute.
it is cute, isn't it? I do have. I've got a cactus that's like, is it 5 or 6 years old? And it's I think it's dead. No, it's alive. It's just like, yeah, no, that's alive. It's just it did have a third one growing out. It died. I just haven't got it in a new pot, so it's just kind of stayed like this. Also,
Honestly,
it did that when I was an imbecile when I was 18. I thought you can trim the spines and they'll grow back. So
no.
you can see on the bottom that there's some really long spines, but the rest it's just like a hairless cactus. I'm an imbecile.
If the Rams breed, that's on
What-
you, really. Whether you...
So what you need to do is you light some candles and you play Let's Get It On in the background. and then hopefully
Bit
the
of Marvin
fry will
Gaye.
get, yeah, a bit of Marvin Gaye in the background. Although the transaction between the Rams isn't gay. I'm letting loose now.
Where's our Arabian princess when we need her?
She'd make my day. Yeah, no, if the Rams breed, they get a little territorial, they might chase the other fish away, but apart from that, just let it be. Like, if you're wanting to breed them and sell them, scoop the fry out, put them in another tank, let them grow out, feed them live or frozen, microscopic, like Daphne or baby brine, or crushed up flake, like powder flake, or fry food. Make sure you stay on top of water changes as well, but not large ones, just small ones throughout the week. Yeah, that's my advice. But if you just want to let them live inside the tank, if they grow up in the tank, then fair enough. That's again down to personal preference. You know what? Whilst we're on the live, show us your tanks.
Okay. Yeah, so this one is the
I think
failed Borneo escape. But
all
it's now a
Rams,
community tank. And so I don't know if you can see it.
all Rams good parents. He said. Yeah, they are. I think Crebensis is the best parent out of cichlids, in my opinion.
Or is it Pisto?
I'd say pitch those two probably.
Mm.
No,
Especially when,
no, I'd say Crebensis because I know Pistos do pick them up at the mouse, but the parents are like Pistos. I think the female protects and the male's like pushed away as the fry get older.
yeah.
The female gets rid of the male. But with Crebensis, they just stay together the whole time, swimming around
Mm.
as two bodyguards, picking up the
Yeah.
babies and keeping them in a safe spot.
It also depends on your tankers because if you've got space for them to breed, then like with a pistos or even cribs, like you need that kind of almost that cave, don't you? Like that hiding space. But I know rams, they'll kind of just almost lay their eggs in the open, won't they?
Yeah, they lay that's the thing. Rams will lay the eggs on a smooth surface. Some
Mm.
people like to break a plant pot in half and they'll breed on the underneath.
Yeah.
Or if you've got pebbles or smooth rocks or slate, they'll breed and lay eggs on there. I think I might let the baby grow up in the tank and sell them later. Yeah, if you want to do that, then you can do. The survival rate of the babies, probably the first time they lay eggs, you might get one fry, if that. Again, we're talking like we haven't got a friend here who is breeding CPDs like it's the easiest thing in the world. How I don't know.
Honestly, I've not even got anything set up for it. Like everyone's like, "Oh, put Java Moss in, put this in," and they just keep popping up. I've just got a nice look.
You've got moss in with them though.
No,
What's in there?
I've got like literally some driftwood, some rocks, and dwarf hairgrass, but they're not doing it in the dwarf hairgrass. It's all around the back, and then literally. So obviously, I was looking at my like from the first batch, only like two survived, and like they're quite big now. So I was looking at them yesterday, and I was like, "Hang on, I've got like at least four more." Like, and they're like microscopic, but yeah, like they're eating, and but they're all swimming out the front, and the adults aren't even going anywhere near them.
I think that's really cool though. I just think,
Mm.
personally, in my opinion, just leave it alone and let them just keep repopulating to the point where you've then got like a colony.
Yeah, like I'm gonna probably once I've got like 10 fully grown CPDs, I'm gonna keep them, and then anything on top of that, I'll just sell them or
Yeah,
take them
if
to.
even just get the numbers to as high as possible, and then
Yeah,
once you see that there's no more breeding, scoop a big amount out, and then just leave them again, and then
yeah.
just let the cycle keep going. As long as you don't get any interbreeding, you should be okay.
That's the only thing. Like I know the 6 adults I've got in there now are clear. I think there's like I've got 4 females and 2 males.
Oh, that's a
And I
really good ratio.
and I think
Yes.
what I've seen is 3 females bearing eggs. So they're obviously like there's a good job going on. Like the males are happier than me.
She's about to tell you to get off the laugh.
A CPD's really shy. Yeah and no.
In
So go on.
I'd say in a tank of their own, they will be happy as daisy. If you've got them in with other fish, they can be shy. But I've had them in a tank with crevenzas and they were out in the open.
Yeah, like so when I first put these CPDs in, honestly, I'd wake up every morning thinking, have I lost every single one of them? Like I just wouldn't see them all day, and then I might see one of them, and then like so maybe like the first 2 weeks they were super shy,
Yeah.
and then honestly since then they're out there. Still can't get a decent picture of one because the guys do not stop moving. But yeah, now they've been in this tank maybe 5 to 6 weeks now, and they just swim out in the open and
It's
super
mad
happy.
that so quickly you've had so much success with them.
Yeah, like I said, honestly, at first I almost thought I didn't buy them to breed at all.
I know, I
Um,
know.
and like when I first seen them like two fry, I was like, oh, okay. And then and then obviously it kind of gone quiet for weeks. I was like, oh, I must have just got this
How much
odd
how much did you buy them for in total?
6 of them.
Because I know they're expensive per fish.
Yeah, so they're like the $13 per fish I paid for them, which is like £8.
Oh, that's I think they're around 6.95
Yeah,
here, so not too big of a
no,
difference. To be honest,
uh,
though, if you leave them be, or even just if you try to like let them breed, but then if you try to breed them, even you could just start paying for your hobby, through them. My friend's channel, by the way, his name is it's literally on his name there. AV Scapes, like aquascaping. AV Scapes. It's nice
I,
and
I,
easy. Just point at his hat.
it's quite funny because I'm looking at you and you're pointing the wrong way. Yeah,
There.
but yeah,
To everyone else, it's this way.
is that right?
Yeah, I think.
Surely we're watching it as if.
We had LH pop in earlier, by the way.
Oh, did we?
Well, he was got the golfing show before you joined in. He popped
Yeah.
in and he said I'm smashing it. And I told him that I sent some people over to his channel. Just
Yeah, like
get them swings, boy, you swinger.
he's got so like I don't. He sent me his like a video like his little short, and so there's this player like John Rahm, this pro golfer, and no one can quite understand how he generates so much power because he doesn't even have a backswing, and LH is the exact same. Like I'm proper jealous that he can do that.
There you go. He's pursuing his golfing dream.
But yeah, fish.
Yeah, show us your tanks. Like flip the camera so it's like the back camera and aim it at the tank.
Okay, okay, okay. Hang on.
We might potentially get a Sarah cameo by mistake here.
Well, she's not in the right direction, but okay, it's not flipping. There we go. Okay, so there's actually a tank you haven't seen yet, but it's also not mine, and it's not finished yet.
Show me Sarah's. That looks nice. Go closer.
Stop being nice.
It's nice and
Like,
simple.
so honestly, right, it looked really nice because we had this piece of driftwood in.
Did
What-
you not show the original?
She's shouting at me now. And And then I glued it down, and so it was my fault.
It wasn't your fault. I moved it.
That's a terrarium, which is going, because that's where my next tank's going.
Okay.
There is my little shallow CPD tank. I think you can just about see the guys there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like look at that guy. Like, look how his colour now is awesome. And oh,
Because
there's
he's
one.
got loads of ladies around him.
So that fry there, it's not quite. That's about 4 weeks old,
Wow.
and there's not even. I don't even think it's worth me trying to get. There's a little fry just in that shot. I can see it because I know where I'm looking, but
I think I've seen something.
can you see it just under the Salvinia? Like, it's hard to see. It's not really focusing on it at
It's
all.
hard because like it's a small
Yeah.
screen on a small
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
And then that's my last scape I done. But do you know what? Right, I'm having the same. How this was a really nice black water tank, wasn't it? The water was always black water.
Yeah.
I'm having that same issue as I had with that other tank.
Like this.
Um,
I don't like black water with them in it.
I think the CPD tank is more black water than anything you've got at the minute.
it is, and then I will just quickly flip the cameras as I walk through my house to get to. To be fair, right, I gave this cube a little clean up last night, so it's not looking horrendous.
What's going on with the inhabitants, by the way?
So literally one there, which I think was that,
The rest of
and then yeah, come on, there we go.
have they eaten?
Hardly. It's really hard work. So I lost a lot of the grass I had down here.
Hmm.
I can't remember what that was called. I'm currently treating this guy here for a bit of a fungal infection still. That was like literally from purchase. And then, but honestly, like that blue neon on the fin, they are really nice.
Yeah.
But the time, like, yeah, I'm just struggling with like a little bit of. I think with it being. Just think with it being such like a bioactive tank in a small space, I just think it's struggling a little bit on the bio load. But
Yeah, I think with the amount that you have to feed them for them to eat a tiny bit, it's just going
yeah,
to be so much maintenance.
that's what I'm struggling with. I'm obviously I'm pumping food in like almost daily to try and just force them to eat, and then it means at the moment it's like daily maintenance on it.
Yeah, and when you have multiple tanks, it's probably just not the best thing, is it?
Like it's all right for now, and obviously, like, yes, I'll only keep the tanks of enough tanks for me to be able to maintain on my own, until I get a basement, and I've just got rows and rows and rows.
Is there a basement?
No, not here. But we're looking at moving in like November. So
It's going to be a lot of tanks to move that.
to be right, so probably my plan when it comes to like November and moving will genuinely be pretty much a shutdown of the 20 gallons at least, like the 20 gallon at least.
Mm.
Because I was doing the maths before, and that 20 gallon just full of water, no rocks or anything, is 75 kilos. Obviously, I know you don't move it full of water, but like, have you seen the size of that rock I've got splat? Like, that's just one rock.
No problem. See you later, DBLE. I'm glad that you appreciated the advice. Guten Morgen.
Oh yeah, catch you later.
Hello. Nice seeing you face. Yeah, nah, that's the thing that I was thinking. Like, if I move out, or if I were to move with my girlfriend's, where's that going? Where's the boat going? The boat the bowl isn't gonna, survive a moment with a cat, is it?
Probably not. Oh
See
yeah.
you later,
Catch
DBL.
you later. Yeah, I think a bowl's a tough one. But then again, you can always put it on like a shelf higher up. No,
No, that cat.
like up there.
That cat climbs on the cabinets that are about that height.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but I suppose like if like I'm actually really jealous of the monstera behind that. But if like you could put it up like somewhere like that.
no,
No.
she'll find a way. She's a demon. Good morning, our Indonesian friend. I'm from Liverpool, UK. He's from Canada, and not originally, but I've said it a billion times. So have you.
It's a long story. Well, it's not even
Yeah.
a long story.
It's a long story.
Yeah. I live in
Long
Canada now, simple as.
Yeah. If you like fish keeping stuff, subscribe to me and subscribe to him. Yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? This chat's went everywhere on it because we've just got the worst ADD both of us. By the way, I think have we gone over Sarah's half an hour point? By the way, yet?
Yeah, but I've not been glared at yet.
Oh,
So
well, my girlfriend's in here now, so they can have a little chat in the
yeah, there you
chat
go.
among each other. Mia, meet Sarah. Sarah, meet Mia.
Huh?
I stopped watching.
Oh, apparently she's not watching anymore.
It was glitchy too much. It was
Ah.
I couldn't keep it.
Boo.
She bailed on us.
She bailed. Well, anyways, yeah. So fish, yes. We like fish stuff. We make fish videos. Yes.
We try to anyway.
We like Arabian princesses do. Anyways,
Right. Okay.
back
So
to topic.
On our voice, you sent me a voice note before, and then I replied, and just the apparently we're not allowed to say anymore.
No, because you probably do it and I do it a lot. I had to cut out, my recent video update. It's still in there a lot. Every time there's a cut, it's cause it be me going, I'd say I'd count it maybe 3 to 4 seconds, and then I go, okay. I knew when to cut because I knew that's when the had stopped. So then I could then have the bit where I'm talking.
Have you got CapCut Pro yet?
No.
Okay, so check this. On CapCut Pro, you upload your videos, press a button, and AI finds all your and your filler words, and then just think, gone. Like some of them aren't perfect, so you've got to kind of go through them and just double check them. But I'm like, it saved me about an hour last video. It'd be great for you. It's well worth that tenner.
By the way, this is why I've had a hat on. I
Yeah.
need a haircut.
I don't think have I
Did you
ever
take
got
your
my hair
cap off, by the way, the whole time I was around? Yeah. I don't think you did.
No. I just
when I met you in person, I'd never seen your face. Greetings, guys. I will catch the replay. See you later. AV, your cap looks great. Are you starting merch or just trying it out? Adam was thinking of doing the same. Yeah. He
it's just
went and got samples.
trying it out.
Yeah. Wait.
But,
do you know snakehead fish? There's a type of them that is often kept.
I do have a spare one.
Oh, you eat snakeheads? Yeah. In Asia, a lot of any fish is on the menu. Really. It's kind of like fish is more of a kind of thing that people eat. I've never seen
We
anyone
just eat cod.
we eat cod and like
Salmon.
Tuna.
Bass.
Nice to see you again, King's Aquariums. Bass, yeah. We don't eat carp. Carp has got a lot of bone and dirty, apparently. Bream is slime. Tench is slime. I'm just naming British fish, to be honest.
To be fair, the British love
Red
crab.
Laser. Oh, there's Red Laser. Nice to see you in here. Red Laser actually come in through Kings, so that's nice to see you in here.
Is it Red? I haven't replied yet, but is it Red Laser who subbed to me from you?
So the guy who's called Red Laser subscribed to me, but he subscribed to
Yeah.
me, and through me, the replay of the live that I done last, where you commented in the chat, I sent people from that live
Okay.
to
Okay.
you. So one or two went in from that way, but then he watched the replay through Kings and then went to you. Oh, and we've got vibes. We've got everyone in at the minute. I was just about to like turn to you and say, right, time's up, and everyone's come in. It's always the case, isn't it? Right, since we've got all half the fish keeping community in the chat, drop some comments, drop some things in the chat. Let's have a conversation here. User fish YouTubers. What advice? What do you like from my channel? What do you like from his channel? What have you watched from my channel? What have you watched from his channel? What do
It's
you want
just
to see
like
on my
me.
channel? What do you see on his channel? What do you want to see on your channel? What do you want us to see from your channel? Let us know, please.
Go once, going twice.
Go once, go twice. Yep. Yep. Sold.
But yeah, it looks like Vibes is doing exact like driving, watching your live. Just like
He's
yeah.
gone. No Arabian Princess here, just a fish keeping YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everyone. Nice to see
Yeah.
you all.
Thanks. Thank you, Red Laser. I appreciate the sub and stuff.
All the people in this chat I've seen recently commenting on my stuff, so it's nice to see you all, not physically, but like speaking to me live. So it's nice to have this opportunity to speak to you all. I appreciate everyone's support. So this is weird. Red Laser knows vibes. Red Laser knows Kings. Red Laser
Does
knows
everyone?
us both. Red Laser, are you a fan of us all? I think you are. I appreciate you coming in with your Red Laser Tetra. I think it is. Or is it a glow light?
It looks like my glow lights, but
He'll tell us it's completely wrong, and he's gonna like
yeah,
sub from us now because we're
you
deleting.
you guys know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So get some things going in the chat. Red Laser.
Yeah, they are Red Laser
Yeah.
Tetra.
I really. So here's the thing. I was actually gonna get some Red Laser Tetra. I might still get some for my new setup. Not off the menu, so I might get some red lasers in the very near future. Adam, I've just referred your channel to a very well-known aquarium company.
There's your charity case.
Mate, you know what? You just alone, like I've said this earlier, how much I appreciate your help, but you just alone have like done so much already for my channel. So I really appreciate you referring me to aquatic companies, to your friends, to your subscribers. I very much appreciate it. Also, just to let you know, Kings, our friend AV is going to be a dad soon. So if you've got any fish keeping dad advice for him, drop something in the chat.
Fish come first.
You're gonna watch a hand come from off screen, come swiping across your head now. Sarah, is he in the doghouse?
I'm not even paying attention to this.
She's give up.
Arnold is the man. I'm
Who's
sorry
Arnold?
if the response is low. I need to translate it. Oh, you know what? It's completely fine. My Indonesian friend. I'm Scouse from a place from Liverpool where the Beatles are from. We speak very fast, and anyone who is non-English, and if you have learned English, you don't know this. This is another language, so I apologize.
Oh,
AV,
sweet.
is he close to you?
It's like two. I'm in Alberta, so I think it's 2 or 3 provinces over. I think.
How long ago is that? Like, how many?
How long ago?
How long? How far away is it?
Like us to like UK to Turkey.
Canada's so big, man. Ah. Hopefully you will get. Hopefully you will get my rep contact you in regards to products for you to review. You know what? I would very, very much appreciate that if that is possible. King's Aquarium, I appreciate that very much. So thank you so much for that. God is the Lord. Where is everyone located? I'm in the UK. I think out of everyone talking right now, I think Kings is from the UK. Everyone talking right now, Barmy and Kings. I think what you're all from Canada or the
My
US or
side of the
Indonesia.
Atlantic.
No, hang on. Is it this way or this way? Wait. I'm having a proper meltdown.
Is that how I should close my videos now?
YMC AV escapes. No. No. Texas.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This is AV.
It's good for sign language. We're about to get unsubscribed to, man.
This is what we like. This is us. Like, this is the way we do our lives.
If only our voice notes were uploaded to YouTube. Probably not a good idea, actually.
No.
Yeah, we're very weird. Two weird individuals. But I guess you've got to be weird to keep a live animal in a glass box, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hey, so what? Looking at a whiptail catfish flailing round in the background.
What do you think of these fish? Like, I don't know ever. Oh my god, why doesn't it spin all the time? Like, I don't ever want to keep them or not.
What, in Sarah's tank?
Yeah.
They all look like they've got bent backs.
Yeah.
Some
like,
deformity. Adam, who's the guest link? Vibes, I think I've referred to him before. His name is AV Scapes. If you check him out on YouTube, it's AV and then SCAPES.
That's the one.
It's on his hat. I'm wearing another YouTuber's merch. I need my own merch. This guy inspired us, but he's got a literal physical product there that I'm gonna probably have to get a hoodie or something soon.
You're just gonna give away my stuff now?
No. Yeah, to be fair, I think I need to do some subscribing.
Give the Daniels to an Oscar keeper. I'm sure they'll get along just fine.
Oh yeah,
they'll be perfect.
Nice dinner.
Oscar. Yeah, quick scrum.
Let me just. Okay, so I've got a plan. I'm gonna get a little one into golf and fish tanks.
Which one? There's two of them.
Oh, maybe both of them into golf and fish tanks.
There is a space, I believe. Otherwise, you get audio guy.
Yeah, because AV is audio visual in it, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Wait, I have to deliver documents. I'll be back. No problem. Garong.
Ciao for now.
Glad that you're able to stop by. Advice for AV: get your little ones into the hobby at an early age. See, this is what happened to me when I was really young. My dad loved like going fishing, and I'd always go to the lake and he'd be fishing. Like my first memory of not fishing, but like there was a dead fish in the lake, and I had a net and I scooped it out the lake, and I was like, "Oh," I said to my dad. My dad's like, "Oh, it's dead." I said, "No, we can take it home and revive it." Have we just? Oh wait, bye.
There's so much ADHD, FB,
I'm mogging on everyone. It's called mogging. It's this meme. I'm so glad that someone's come in and mewed on us and mogged a little bit. You're now showing your
Yeah.
booty ears.
Catch you later, Red Laser. That right?
See you
Catch you
later,
later,
Red
Red Laser.
45 now. Oh wow, mate, you're doing the work for me. I appreciate it. Take care, good. Good. Yeah, so I'm 15 away, and at the rate I've been growing, I should be by 500 by next week, hopefully, and then 1,000 I
Oh,
want very
you'll
soon.
probably be there in the morning.
Sorry?
You'll probably be there in the morning.
I'd like to hope so, but I haven't uploaded any. I've uploaded some shorts, but not good ones. Saying that though, I uploaded a video of just the shrimp, and it got 8K views. So
It's mad. Like I remember, like when I first kind of started this, I uploaded a short when I was testing out some moss 106. Oh, yeah, I'm up to 106 now. But yeah, so I uploaded a short, and it was literally it was just a fish tank with water and some moss in it and a red light, and it's like one of my best viewed shorts. It hasn't even got fish in it.
how many views?
Huh?
How many views?
I think that one might have hit like 4,000.
The most views I've got, I think, recently was like 8K, almost 9K. But like I've had when I used to do gaming videos when I was a kid, I've got something that's like 16K, something like that. But like
Yeah.
for fish videos, that's like mental.
Yeah, like
The video done recently is on 2.7 now.
yeah, cheers vibes. Yeah, I've just been told that one as well. I got like a little background in the background going.
We doing sign language now. Adam 7. I can't even spread my hand because I bust my knuckle up. 7.
Just
Adam7Fish. These people must be wondering, like, why are we watching them right now? We must be entertaining, surely.
I don't know why.
But yeah, everyone that's in the chat right now, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the content that I've recently uploaded. What videos you'd like to see me do. I'm hoping to maybe do a video next week on. Now this sounds like a biggest rip off of a guy called Fish for Fort. He does fish tank reviews. I want to do my own version of them.
Like,
We all
is it a rip off
inspired.
though? At the end of the day, like, I could do an aquascape video, and just because MD's done an aquascape video, it's not a rip off, is it? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what to name it though, because I don't want to call it Fish Tank Review because that's his own thing. So I want to call it like
review a fish tank.
Adam ART. So Adam Review Tanks. Adam Reviews Tanks. Oh, you're on 107 now. You're climbing. You're gonna get a photo before me now.
I'm hoping I'm safe from that 100 now, because that was like.
You've got the little. Bro, I think I'm heading towards 30. You are 30, aren't you?
I'm 31.
Oh, mate. What are we doing? I don't know.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I said to my girlfriend, we're going out for St. Paddy's tomorrow, but I'm gonna be looking around and going, why is the kids all around me? And then realizing, oh shit, I'm getting old.
Right. So I went to a club in a nightclub in Calgary like 4 months ago now, right?
Yeah,
And I was in this night, and this song came on.
yeah.
I'd never heard it in my life, but everyone in that nightclub just went absolutely wild for it. I was like, huh, I'm getting too old for this now. Like, I was just stood there, like, just like a lot. It had like a corral, like it was called Cowboys, so it was like a little corral. So I just stood there on the edge, just like with my beer, just like maybe it's time to go.
I did get you dancing though.
I think
Cheers,
Vibes is
vibes.
just subbed. Yeah,
Appreciate it. I think I do sub to vibes anyway.
Vibes has been
I'm
in my
gonna
lives quite a few times. I think Salient come in. I haven't seen Salient in a long time on one of my lives or like comment section at all. Like early on when I first started YouTube, he was like commenting and liking a lot of my videos and he was in on a couple lives. So if Vibes, if you speak to him at all, send him like a little message and let him know that I appreciate him and for him to pop in sometime soon.
I think
By
I'm
the
gonna have
way,
to get like my notepad out and go through the list and like subscribe to everyone in this chat.
Well, definitely subscribe to King's Aquariums and
Yeah.
Ant World because he's lovely. He's been nothing but helpful. I feel like everyone else is just the people that we've been speaking to anyway. Vibes and
I
you're
think
so.
I don't. I'm playing with this pink straw. I don't know why.
I is that a straw?
Yeah, it's like one of them silicon reusable ones.
Ah,
But
that'd be weird.
it's a new siphon.
If you close your eyes, don't slap it in your face and close your eyes. No, no.
Right, this is PG.
Nobody knows
Anyway,
what. Nobody knows what one about.
fish,
Yeah, what on
fish
about
tank.
coolie loaches, fish tanks?
I've never kept a coolie loach.
Next
I've
thumbnail.
just got. I've just got my first pleco.
No, you need to keep coolie loach. You have to keep a coolie loach.
What?
No, no,
Like,
screw the rams. Get coolie loaches. The I see them all the time in here, and I shouldn't, but they're out. They're
it's
so
quite funny.
they're
My
so entertaining. It's when was the last time you seen your clown pleco, by the way?
last night.
Oh, so it's
But
out often.
so like he's out, but not like out. He's not like he's not going to town. He's just going to the pub.
So
Um,
he's closeted.
he's what?
He's closeted.
Closeted? Is this something I'm supposed to know what you're on about?
He's in the closet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Kinda.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like there's just like this little bit of wood here.
Yeah.
He just like towards like nighttime, he like chills underneath it, so I can just see like his little tail just. But that's about. And I can't even capture it decently on camera.
That's the only
So
weird thing about Plex, man. You just
yeah.
don't get them in the open. That's why every time I upload a short or video on my snowball Plex, I'm like, oh my god, look at it. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, it looks like it's out all the time. No, mate, I see it like in between the gap, but I never see it out fully. So it's always nice.
Like.
That this is the same thing though. You'll have it with the coolie loaches. You'll be chilling, you'll just glance over it and you'll just see it going like that. And you're like,
Mm.
that's so cool. Please try them, please.
What I think
Just put them in
when
something easier to catch them in.
catching anything out of that is an absolute nightmare. I need to stop using twigs. Like,
I haven't used twigs. Never, I don't
yeah,
think.
they're kind of cool, and they give like more of like a natural look. You probably see in my escapes, they all kind of tend to go down. Well, I've got two which are quite naturalistic, and
I
two
see
which are
your
very
setups all like to be like this.
yeah. I'd say. Well, you've just seen my CPD tanks kind of like quite flat, and Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I tried to justify it then and couldn't.
No, because like here's the issue with me. I was setting up the new tank and my girlfriend's, and I like looked at all the rocks that were available, and then I just picked up Ceru Stone. I was like, oh, that looks amazing. And I was
It's
looking at
nice,
everything
isn't it?
else, and I was like, I'm getting this. And I was like, for God's sake, I went with the same rock again. So this new setup, I'm gonna get a nice piece of it. I think it's called Corbo Root. That's the name of it, the official name of the wood I'm getting.
Right, yeah. Is that like the tree kind of stump?
The
Or
trunk,
yeah.
yeah. And then maybe fossilized wood. I think I've seen MD use it, so I might use that instead. But then
Right, so
again,
I've
if I
seen it.
sorry,
I've seen that fossilized wood, but I have heard that it can like almost pop open when it's submerged. So like, yeah, so it can almost like not explode, but it'll just like say that you've got it there, and then one night it might just completely just split. Like I might be wrong on that, but I've been told it a few times.
hmm. Or I might go with Dragonstone. But the issue is, I don't, I don't really like Dragonstone.
See, I do, but I've seen Dragonstone used so much in like these like
You know,
professional.
professional
Yeah,
or the on the cover of like a fish tank that you bought, or they're in like a PetSmart or Pet at Home. You see Dragonstone everywhere.
it's not. It's like these like these competition scapes.
Yeah,
And do you know what? Yeah, to look at, I'd absolutely go and I'd love to go to one of these competitions and just walk around and be in awe of these like competition scapes. But me personally, I just get more enjoyment out of something a bit more natural. And
yeah.
Dragonstone, it's not. I've used it before.
It is natural. It's clay, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously it's natural, but maybe the way we see it scaped, because we almost see it scaped as in like Dragonstone's almost used to do like that kind of Lord of the Rings kind of.
Valley kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so maybe it might be interesting to try and see where Dragonstones
I might. This.
treats.
Hey. Oh, they have arrow over there. Wow.
Yeah, but you know the Cadbury's chocolate tastes awful over here. Awful.
It's because they don't use semi-skim milk over there. I don't think.
They do, but no one uses semi. Like I'll go to the shop and buy like skimmed or semi-skimmed milk. It's like, how dare you? Like, how
my
dare you
bro,
buy that?
my brother loves full fat milk. I can't. I like semi-skimmed.
Yeah, like why do you want to drink cream?
Yeah.
Well, the benefits are.
Anyway, yeah, with like Dragonstone, it'd be nice to kind of see where it's like originally from.
Yeah.
I suppose the thing is, right, a lot of the rocks we use in this hobby addiction and a lot of the plants aren't even from like a submersive place. That's the
No.
thing. Like, I've got serious stone in this tank, but is it natural, like, to be in in that place? That's the thing. Like, it depends what you want, really, isn't it? Out of a tank.
Yeah. So like, what what could I put around the Corbo route? I've already. But so these are the recent setups I've done. Ceru stone. Ceru stone on the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Ceru stone on the nano tank. Pebbles. That's a Ceru stone on my girlfriend's tank and then pebbles. So I don't want to use pebbles again.
No.
I might use river rock, but river rock's just big pebbles.
See, I've just got a bunch of like flat rock, so it's like that thick, but like big pieces like that. So I'm gonna try and like layer that up, you know, like as like the edge of another riverbed.
Yeah.
I need to stop doing riverbed scapes.
Black water
Um,
scapes you need to get away from. We want to see
Right,
your
so-
we want to see your tanks. Oh, legacy.
My,
Nice to see
my
it in your face.
CPD tank isn't supposed to be black water. It's got bogwood seeping into it. So that will eventually go. Yes, this tank and my Tetra tank is supposed to be black water. Does that look black? Like it just looks tannin, doesn't it? Or is that another black water escape to you?
It's black water.
Yeah, there's like
Anything with tannins in, and like that isn't tannins because it's usually brown but clear. That's black water.
Yeah, it's healthy for the fish.
Nice to see everyone in here. You all know each other. Probably because you have shared and then you're friends
We're
with.
just two random guys on the outside.
Yeah, we're having a conversation between each other. Everyone's having a conversation in the chat. That's the fun thing. See, it's
So,
two different worlds. You're in daytime. I'm sat here in my pajamas.
hi Red, hi Vibes, hi Melvin, hi Arnold, hi all.
Hi all. Hi all.
Hi y'all.
Hi y'all. How y'all doing today?
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Howdy.
How you doing, eh?
Hey.
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 Just here in Albert, like they'll say like too much. Not something's not too much. It's too much.
Is it too much?
Like you're like, oh, that's too much. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, that's a bit too much. It's like, just say too much. Sorry if I'm offending any Canadians.
2 times 2.
Yeah, or you bet.
You bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Very beautiful tanks. My one, not so much. It's getting binned soon. I'm getting a new tank. His tank is way better than mine. Yeah.
No, your tank's better than mine.
No, your tank. Nah. So I don't know what rock. Like I'm stuck. I don't know
Yeah,
what
back
rock I
to
want.
rock.
Lava rock? No, because it doesn't go with wood.
No, it doesn't.
What can I put? Everyone put in the chat. I know you're all in here because you're speaking to each other. Put something in the chat, please, and let me know. Give me some suggestions with rock I can use.
What's that black rock MD's used recently? Like it doesn't look, but as soon as it gets submerged, it goes like jet black.
Lava, I think.
No, it's not. Because lava rock's quite porous, isn't it?
I don't know.
It was like a solid rock.
It's cool. Anyways. Oh, I
I
forgot
think
what I
so.
had.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Rock.
Everyone get your rocks out and put them in the chat. Is that your gimbal dead?
Did it die?
Oh, well.
That's why you don't use gimbals for lives. That's why I'm using the old-fashioned trusty tripod.
I know, I need to go and find. Thank God.
Vlog style. Oh, what a view. Hi, everyone. It's just me. Don't know if you know me or not, but nice to see you all. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 by the end of the year. Got 500, getting close to 500. Give me some suggestions on what hardscape or rock I can use on my next setup. Putting a new tank just back here. So let me know. Have you just plugged it in?
Mm-hmm.
I love how it just went beep.
Have you got your gimbal yet?
It's definitely come from a sweatshop, so I'm still waiting.
It's
It's off Temu, so it's definitely like from a sweatshop.
To be fair, I think this one costs like
Thank you very
It's like-
much, Legacy, for subscribing. Sorry.
I think it's like 250, maybe 200,
You paid 200 for your gimbal?
maybe.
Jesus, the DJI Mini is like way cheaper.
No, it wasn't that much. Or was it like 160 maybe?
No, I'd still say the DJI is cheaper.
Well, I got like the extra kit which had like the light on it and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay. Well, my dodgy one, I think it's called the Axis 3. So it's like a 30-40 quid gimbal. Again, like I got it for free. It was like you had to like buy a couple items off Temu. I'm never gonna buy off there again. I just seen it as an advertisement to get one for free. If it actually shows up, I'll be surprised, and if it actually works, I'll be surprised. I also ordered a little mic that you can clip on for £4 off TikTok Shop. If that works good, I'll be surprised. But these are duplicates of like products that are like £20 to £50. So if they actually do the job, which I think they might be able to do, they won't level up my content to the moon, but I think they'll definitely
hang
try
on,
to
hang
use it.
on.
Elephant Stone.
Is that the one?
I think that might be it. I genuinely think it is. I've heard of that before. I need to give it a look.
I'm more concerned about Legacy being from Pittsburgh. So does that mean you're a Steelers fan? Because if so, like this might take a different turn. And you're like sat there going, huh?
Oh, American football.
Huh?
Oh.
So maybe we might talk about American football here. Just because one of our linebackers just been signed by the Steelers, and I'm not too happy about it. But anyway, Fish.
Liverpool Football Club. That's all I know. Waiting to see some comments. I think I'm gonna stay for another couple minutes, and then it's
Yeah.
like quite late now for me.
Was it like half?
10 to 11. I'm in work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I'm in work tomorrow.
Looking behind you, Adam, on the wall. You want to take it down, lol. You're probably a Man United fan. Our very nice friendship that we had is now taking it. As we're playing them tomorrow, and funny enough, I finished work in time, but I think the game will have been going for half an hour. You
Ah,
Oh, that's even
Oh,
worse.
man.
Right? No, actually, no, it isn't even worse. I don't mind Arsenal. I just hate Arteta. I hate him. Anyways, we moved away from football. Fish. You know these.
we can talk about football this side of the water.
These things, they don't play football, although I've seen people train goldfish to play football.
Miami Dolphins. It's a fish. Or is it a mammal? It's a mammal,
It's a
isn't it?
mammal,
How did I just school you?
Is there anyone called Sharks? I'm sure there's like a team called Sharks.
Yeah, I think that's like ice. Maybe that's hockey or something.
Hockey.
And you've got Tampa Bay Rays, I think, which is baseball.
So anything but football. In both football. Yeah.
Legacy's not replying to me about Steelers, so unless he's too scared to bring up the subject.
He's just left the chat. He's not happy with you. He's like, nah, I'm out. Yeah, I appreciate everyone's support anyway for this live. It's been a good live, a good little chat. Me and AV end up losing the plot and going on about weird stuff and going non-PG sometimes. Although we've behaved very well and not sworn yet.
We have
Um,
actually, we have.
Where I think the last one we started riding the magic carpet at one point. So yeah, I appreciate everyone's love and support recently. The channel's been growing rapidly. I've been having people who've been uploading videos for like 10 years comment on my channel. Again, they haven't got many subscribers, but like they've been doing videos about fish consistently for 10 years. And like they've been asking me, how have you grown so quick? And I'll be honest, I don't know. I've just worked hard. I've done what I know, like from my head, and I've just tried my hardest to get like as far as I have now, and I'm hoping to get further. You know, I want to move out. I want to get my own place. I want to have a bunch of tanks and set up a studio one day. Like, I just want to educate people, but I also want to educate myself during the process. And I'm enjoying the journey so far, and like meeting people like yourself, AV, and also all these nice people in the chat as well. It's been a pleasure, and I'm hoping to make more videos, hoping to make more content, slowly upgrading the content. As you see in my last video, was more of a play around with Edson, but yeah, upgrading the tank, and I wouldn't have been able to upgrade the tank if it weren't for you guys and the growth of the channel, because I've kept this tank for 4 or 5 years, and I probably would have kept it for another few years, but like it gave me the confidence to go, right, I'm going to kick the door down and beg my mother to let me have another tank. Even though I'm not getting another tank in the room, I'm just getting a bigger tank. So, you know, at the end of the day, I appreciate everyone's support. I definitely want to get bigger. I'm very much sure the same. If you can share us with all your fish friends, if you haven't already, if you have done, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to AV, make sure to subscribe to him and myself. And yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't. Much love, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm going to bed now, so we'll see you later.
Yeah.
And Sarah, you can have your man back now.
I don't want him.
I'm not wanted.
You
Goodbye.
belong to the streets. See you later.
Catch you later on. See you later.